Okay, as we all know, tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep, and today we're talking about the big game with two local guys who have been there, done that, and came home with the ring. Fox 35's John Brown sat down in studio with Kawika Mitchell and Darcy Johnson.
Darcy Johnson was with us here, and Kawika Mitchell joined us today. You guys, let's see those rings first of all. I mean, what? Okay, 2007 New York Giants, right, Kawika?
Yes, sir.
And Darcy says you guys wouldn't have the rings if it wasn't for your play. Take us back to that play that you're talking about, Darcy.
Oh man, I was just a fan that season. Unfortunately I had got hurt, but taking you back to Washington game, we were 0-2, we were down. It was a goal line stance, and this guy here saved the day for our season, and a big reason why we got on that hot streak, on that road streak, and start winning ball games.
It's funny, Darcy said that a couple of times to me about you. Do you remember a moment like that from your playing days, or do they all kind of blend together after you've been out of the league for a while?
No, there's definitely moments that you remember. The Washington game was definitely one. Buffalo that same season was a big game for all of us and a turning point. The weather was crazy. There's a lot of different things that kind of just stay vivid, in your memory.
I asked Darcy this last week when he was in, talking about being in the moment. Did you have a chance to just look around and absorb it all, knowing, wow, I'm in the Super Bowl?
Yeah. The number one thing I wanted to do was watch all the flashes go off when the kickoff happened. So I was happy I wasn't on the kickoff team or kickoff return team at that time, and I just wanted to watch everything go off.
Darcy, let's talk about the weather, all right? You guys, a couple of Florida boys here, end up playing in New York most of your season. How much does weather impact the way these guys play?
I mean, weather do impact. Like they always try to psych themselves out and be like, the weather is not a problem, but the weather could be a big issue. But once you scrap it up, you get out there on the field, you go out there, do your job, and get back to the sideline toward them warm heaters.
Sit on those heated benches, right? That makes a big difference. How about you? Weather impact the way the defense plays?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, your hands and your feet mostly. That's where you feel some of the pain. But on the same level, really everybody's cold. So there's really no, I'm used to the cold weather or this team's used to it. Everybody at that point is cold. So.
All right, so big game. I'm going to put you guys on the spot. Kawika, we'll start with you. Who wins?
I got Seattle.
You got Seattle. Why?
I just think their defense is too much. Even though it's the #1 offense in the history of football, I just think the defense of Seattle, I just think they have enough really to stop them. So I think it's going to come down to Denver's defense and if they can do anything to slow down Marshawn.
Well, the Predictolator agrees with you. Darcy, who you picking? Denver?
I'm picking the Broncos.
Oh, so Madden 24, I think it is, agrees with you. Why are you picking the Broncos?
I'm picking the Broncos. Maybe I'm a little biased right now, but one of my great friends, Dominique Rogers-Cromartie, he's been in the media a little lately about the retirement and all that. But I'm going to pick them. He come down to my camps every year. He's a good friend of mine, and I would like to see him, get his first ring. And always, I'm a big fan of Peyton Manning, and for him to get another ring and be even 2-2 with Eli would be pretty cool and something great for his family.
Oh, it's going to be a great game. Yeah. I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. And I won't bring up we have UCF and USF. We almost had to separate them before. So, fellas, good to see you. Always good to see you. And of course, you can catch the game right here on Fox 35. Separate these guys. Take it away. Join us this morning, former Giants and Super Bowl champs. They got the rings on. Look at them. They got it this morning. We have Darcy Johnson and Kawika Mitchell. Guys, thanks for coming in this morning. I know it was a late night for you last night. Tell me, let's start with you, Darcy. What happens after you win a Super Bowl? What happens for the next few days and last night?
Just party. The winner parties, the loser mopes. So.
Partying for days, right?
For days and days. Kawika can tell you more about
it. You say you didn't sleep until, what, Thursday?
Yeah, probably Thursday. You party right after the game, and then you go back to the city. They do the big parade.
And then winning in New York City, that's probably the best place to do it. So they treat you pretty good.
Yeah, I bet. Now, last night, I think a lot of people were surprised. This was a blowout. We thought it'd be kind of close, most people. What did you take away from the game last night that really surprised you the most?
I was just surprised, like you said, hashtag blowout.
Yeah.
And Seattle scored for every phase of the game except for a punt return. They scored on a kickoff, offensive passing touchdown, rushing touchdown, defensive pick six. It was crazy. Nobody could have predicted, not even a psychic last night.
Yeah.
And a safety right off the top. Now, Kawika, former defensive guy, it has to be a little bit rewarding for you to see a defensive guy getting the MVP. That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't happen. I think maybe the 5th time ever. I know he's the 3rd linebacker ever. And it's nice to see a linebacker do it too. But it's deserving. It was a team effort for sure. It was kind of hard to pick, who was actually going to win it. But if anybody should have, he made a huge impact with the touchdown, so it made a big difference.
Okay, can we talk about Broadway Joe here for a second?
You guys
John
know him
likes
anyway.
The jacket. What did you guys think?
Great jacket.
Oh,
I felt like I was back in the 70s. Do we have a picture?
somebody should have told Joe it was 49 degrees last night.
it's not cold.
Look at that.
You
Come
can
on.
prefer at home, Kawika. You like that get up?
Yeah, I mean that's Joe's style. That's Namath right there. So you're not surprised by it, but that's just how he rolls.
And how about Bruno Mars? Like, dislike?
I liked it last night. That was awesome.
I thought it was amazing. I thought it was one of the better halftime shows that I've seen. The Red Hot Chili Peppers came out, tore it up. I said Travis Barker probably would have been just an extra addition of having a crazy drummer up there with Flea.
We only got a couple of seconds here, but I'm curious. How does getting that ring on your finger change your life? Kawika, you first.
It's something that somebody can never really take away from you ever. And being a football player since I was a kid, it was just the ultimate goal. And it's a team sport, obviously, so to do it with a great group of guys really makes a huge difference for the rest of your life.
Darcy, what about you? You got the ring.
I'm going to talk about after the game of football. I mean, it gives you opportunities like this to sit with you guys on Fox 35 and tell the world about our experience.
Yeah.
So it can do a lot for you while you're playing the game and after you play the game. Just give you just a little bit more influence and, make you an expert in some ways. So,
Yeah, and we're being told to wrap up, but I want to talk about your shoes. You guys have
Hold 'em
on
up, fellas.
really cool kicks today. What's up with the lime green shoes?
Oh, I wanted to wear this for the Brandon Marshall Foundation. They, raising awareness on mental health, and I just wanted to let everybody know that he wears the cleats during some of the games this year to raise
you support
awareness,
him.
and I wanted to support him.
That's
this morning.
awesome.
And he's a local guy, too. Guys, thanks so much. You got the rings on once again today. Get to pull it out every year.
Never gets old.
All right, again, Darcy Johnson, Kawika Mitchell, local guys who
Yeah.
got the rings himself. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks.
Good to see you guys.